Welcome back to another fun and exciting week of Dungeons and Dragons, featuring our Nevermore party.
Some of our Nevermore party.
Some of our Nevermore party. We're missing 2 people. Well, we can easily claim that Sir Thomas is dissociating like crazy at the moment.
I was like, I just killed so many people.
I just tried to grapple this guy and it didn't work. And I got cut down for it. Okay. So, quick recap. This is going to, because we're missing people, this is only going to be a, this is only going to be an RP session.
That's what you think.
And it's going to be a shorter session. Because I don't want to do a whole bunch of stuff without people being present. So it'll just be you guys going and redeeming your reward, and then maybe additional roleplay after that.
Tomfoolery, maybe?
Tomfoolery
In
is
party
acceptable.
fighting.
Some
tomfoolery.
shenanigans is also acceptable.
A middle name.
Delgar shenanigans something. I don't know his last name, what Delgar's last name is, off the top of my head. If he has one.
I don't know if I gave him one. He lives in the woods.
He lives in the woods.
I don't remember if I gave one for Elias either.
Delgar
shenanigans lives in the woods.
Black Tornado.
Well, that's that. He doesn't. This is his nickname.
Delgar Woodsman.
Yeah, there we go. That's a good one. That's a good one. Delgar Shenanigans Woodsman.
Okay, I'm here.
That's Mr. Woodsman to you.
Sorry for the delay. I am here now.
Alright, so, to do the recap, relying heavily on Malia's note-taking, because
Hopefully
apparently my notes didn't save properly. So the party goes and finds a room at Gelt's Tavern and discuss the offer by Lyson Dreth and the Loyalists. You guys made the decision to discuss discuss the ordeal with Assyrian. You went to the castle, they let you through. You witnessed a huge area where there's lots of big noble homes. You go to the library, go to Assyrian's chambers. You spoke with him. He said that he had no information on the Spear of Droomboot, but verified that the captain was a very pragmatic, blunt, and honest. Very straightforward individual. Raven, Molly, and Nick headed to the barracks to speak with the captain. Raven mentioned that she wanted to ensure the retrieval of the spear. Captain said he could probably turn a blind eye. Loyalists just want to ensure the retrieval of 2 specific artifacts, which one was the Shard of Ever-Frozen Ice, and then the Infernal Shackles, or Shackles of a Hellfire is what they are called, as well as the Journal of the Thorn Guard and their movements. You learned that there were 2 ways into their hideout. One was through the bookseller, the Veiled Page, and then one was the entrance on the outskirts of the castle. Both would lead to a series of tunnels. There was a brief conversation where Nick spoke about his struggles in the slums. And Malia agreed to not steal from nobles, even though it would be easy to do so. Delgar, Thomas, and Malakar during all this decided to try to attempt a heist of the century.
We would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those pesky wizards.
They attempted to steal a coin that they neither verified was there, nor, had the whereabouts of, where it might be. They went in, started causing a ruckus, so someone, one of the store owner cast silence on the shop, because, doesn't want to have a whole lot of rambunctious people running around shouting everything. And on their way, well, I guess, before that, they ran into Wernesty Earl, who kind of lamented that he wanted to find a a piece of jewelry for Susie B. Workins that he would like to gift to her. You also learned that Vern is actually real, even though you can't see him and you can't hear him. And he also kind of mentioned that there is a once in a century kind of thing that might be opening up here before too long, but he doesn't have any information on it because that information is being hidden from him. So after getting kicked out of the magic shop, all of you returned back to Geld's Tavern, where you engaged in all sorts of debauchery and late night fun having. And the very next morning, Delgar was unusually hungover, while Nick was not. Then you guys went and raided the hideout, where you saw a rope running along the top of each side of the walls, and some of you wanted to pull on the rope, but before you could, the guards pulled on it first. So you guys left for a couple hours and came back, and then you attacked them and cleared out the hideout, finding a couple of items. You found a bag of gems, you found a emerald, you found a scroll of minor illusion, you found the hellfire shackles, you found the journal, you ran into a mimic that you guys killed after Malakar decided it would be a great idea to stick his arms into. You guys found a really expensive
worked out just
bottle of
fine.
And then you guys found the spear of Drumboot behind the mimic, and you also found a small romantic trinket. When you guys tried to capture one of the guards, he exploded because he didn't want to be captured.
I don't think we were trying to capture him. I think Sir Thomas was just
You
wrestling.
guys fought Lieutenant as well as soldiers who were protecting the shard of never melting ice, and defeated them. Malia went off chasing after the lieutenant, and you guys at this point, I guess I need to open up the map here. But anyway, that's where we're at. You guys are technically still in the dungeon.
We just leave the dungeon.
Or the
I mean,
hideout.
that sounds reasonable, but what direction would we leave?
Well,
We should go out the way we came so I can pull the rope.
Well,
Skyrim taught us you should always use the exit because there's treasure.
No, we're not using that exit. We already talked about this one. We already discussed this. We already said that we were going out the way we came so I could pull the rope.
that was pre or post session or something or other.
Okay.
You guys are
How
just gonna
about-
spoil everything.
How about I scout that exit, and if there's nothing, we take.
Well, technically,
came in and you
Malia's
can
already
hold the
doing
rope.
that.
Yeah, like Malia's already gone that way. You can't just follow her.
And Malia has my feather. I'm gonna consume my feather actually, and just see and hear through it for the next 10 minutes. Or sorry,
You
next
say-
minute.
When you say consume, do you mean like you actually eat it?
No. When I do the what is it called?
Wait,
Fuck, hold
is
on.
it the one that which feather are you referring to?
Malia's got my eerie token, and when I use remote viewing with it, for a minute I can see and hear through it as if I was like where that feather is or that token.
That's interesting. Okay. Well, in that case, I'll have to send you something.
Yes. And then after the minute is over, the token is destroyed.
Okay. Well, technically the exchange might be longer than a minute, but I'm gonna send
So
you.
I only hear a
anyway.
minute. Yes,
Or I could just send you part of it,
that'd work.
and then it would be.
But
Anyway, so you guys Okay. All right, so you guys are leaving the hideout the way you came. You're pulling on the rope.
Yep.
I'll get you that message here in a little bit once you guys are off doing.
Yeah, you can take your time. I'm not worried
doing
about it.
Play here because but in any case, you leave the hideout. You have the artifacts in tow. The ice itself. I don't know who has possession of it currently.
Oh, that was someone grabbed it and it froze their hand.
Yeah.
I can't remember who did it.
Nick grabbed most of the objects. I think all of them aside from the shackles that Delgar took.
Yeah, Delgar's got those.
Okay.
Yeah. Nick's got everything aside from that, and he resisted the full ice one, so he hasn't taken any damage from it.
Okay.
On the way out, I'd like to get the spear from Nick.
Do you ask him? Because it's in his bag.
Yeah, I would.
Or attached to. Okay, so go ahead.
It's like, Nick, that spear. I'd prefer it if
Yes.
I held on to it.
Well, just make sure it don't slip out your hands. And he just kind of motions his bag over. Sorry, I just dropped a bunch of shit. He motions his bag over so you could just grab
Nick,
it off.
you didn't have to
whatever.
turn the bag inside out for me.
Just drops everything on the ground. Yeah, so he's holding it out for you.
I take it.
Apparently, this is a very touching.
Yeah, it's very epic. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very touching moment between two friends, question mark.
This is their moment of victory.
Basically.
You emerge victoriously out of the hideout after an exchange some items around.
Yeah, first dungeon cleared. Yeah.
There we
Still at
go.
level 3.
Yeah.
Applause for us.
Yeah.
You will get to level 3 soon enough. Don't worry, it's gonna happen.
Man, we just
5
killed so many
sessions
people.
Later.
We did kill a lot of people.
Yeah.
Nearly 20.
I feel like that deserves a level.
He didn't give it to us, so we don't get it.
No, he's
Roll
not. Yeah,
that.
we're not getting that.
I am.
Boo.
I will give it to you when it is right.
Never gonna be.
This is gonna be.
What time is it now? How long were we in there?
You guys were in there for several hours, so it is now getting into the evening.
Nice.
Damn.
I have 3 questions.
You get 2.
Fine.
Choose wisely.
First of all, Warden. Is there what is the tradition for funerals in the city here?
You know, I actually haven't thought about that. So I will have to get back to you.
Okay.
You chose poorly.
I would like to pick flowers accordingly on my way back.
Really?
You'd like to pick
I literally can't imagine Malakar picking flowers.
Like our devout, pain-loving weirdo is just casually picking flowers. Is amazing.
Yes, he got a plan. Don't you worry.
He wants to pick the flowers for the mimic, who is probably the first one to actually hurt him in any meaningful way.
Never
I
forget
say.
you.
Fond memories.
Oh no.
We'll
No, that's
always
not the
have
plan. But
Tuscany.
oh, I forgot about it. Oh, my other question was who got those infernal shackles?
You
I
have,
think Delgar
you
is
have
currently
them.
holding onto the infernal.
Oh, yeah,
shackles
yeah,
of his
yeah.
life.
Yeah, I also have a question as well. Just one. So I wanted Nick to inspect each of all of the artifacts and determine just how strong each of them are for particular reasons. But, like, how strong are these artifacts?
You want to do an Arcana check?
Sure. I will use Kinku Recall to make sure I don't fuck this up, but you know how that's gone in the past.
Yeah, let's make sure that we're not
advantage here?
repeating the same rolls over and over for this.
Yeah, I'm rolling 2, so it should be fine. I got an 18 on the better roll.
Okay. And then, so the Kenku recall gives you advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're trying to gauge how powerful these things are?
Yeah, just kind of like potency, the power, like how powerful they are for a reason pertaining to my class, is all.
They seem to be of extraordinary quality. And you imagine you could craft something with them, but given their... well, you could certainly craft something with the ice shard. But
right.
The shackles of hellfire have already been crafted. You could probably do something with them depending on what you want to do, but it depends.
So my ability that I have allows me to recreate artifacts, and as agreed upon, it would... what he would be able to recreate would ramp up as we get level ups. So I was wondering if he could recreate any of the artifacts that we already have with his abilities.
I'm going to say with his current level of abilities, I'm going to say no, because you don't know the full scope of these specific items and what they are capable of.
Fair enough.
You're level 2. These are artifacts. Come on now.
Was that in character? I couldn't even tell.
No, that's not in character.
Okay. Well,
sorry.
you never know.
Who was in charge of the infernal shackles?
Dude, we've said it twice now. I am. Delgar.
You are.
Practically the only person that can carry them.
Oh, they were heavy, right?
Yeah, they're like 30 pounds each or something.
Yeah, they're hefty.
They're nuts.
Well, no, the reason Delgar ended up with them is because you guys had the ingenious idea to throw it in a fucking crate. And I was the only one that could lift the crate and the shackles. And I just rolled it in a bedroll and took it.
Yeah, we rolled it in a bedroll, right?
Yeah, that's what I did, yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, throw it in a crate. That'll make it easier to carry for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 3 degrees of separation.
Yeah, right.
So, at this point, you guys are heading back into town.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you walk
Might as well.
back in through the castle gates. The
I'm
guards
gonna-
kind of look at you funny. They see that you're carrying some stuff, and they see that Malakar's arms have been partially dissolved, and they're kind of concerned for his well-being. And you go in, and you see there's not very many people running around. You see that Guild's Tavern is fairly busy at the moment because it's that time of night where people want to go out and drink.
You said you're not sure about funeral rites. Can I just add like funeral flowers to my inventory, or should I roll survival or something? Or since I wanted to pick some flowers on the way back, if there are flowers to pick.
Viv, you wanted to say something?
Before we, right after we exit the, hideout, I'm gonna send Phelan to the orc encampment.
Okay.
And just have that going.
Alright, so it's going to take a bit of time for Phelan to arrive there. So, at So at this point, you guys are within the castle walls. You have this shard of ice that's doesn't melt. You have these shackles of hellfire. So where are you guys trying to go at this point?
Well, we should probably head to that orc encampment so we know there won't be killing more people.
We got some time left. Can we take a nap first?
Yeah, a nap might not be a bad idea.
You know, I'm tired. My powers are drained.
You are the one who decided to stick your hands in a mimic.
It worked out fine, especially with all the teamwork.
You know, he might have done that on purpose. Just to... Never mind.
No, I get what you're saying. Yeah, that's probably true. Well, let's, Tavern then?
Seems like a good idea.
Tavern it is.
Alright, and you can see that Sir Thomas is just heavily dissociating, and when you guys get into the tavern, he just says, I'm gonna go to bed. And he skips out on the night of debauchery.
Good night, Punchy.
Well, you understand. Get some rest.
So, and as you walk in, Geld kind of raises an eyebrow and says, looks at some of the stuff you're carrying. It's like, did you guys, y'all, have a good raid on a dungeon?
More
Yeah,
or
If you could
less.
say so.
Best keep your eyes away from this.
That was pretty rude.
For your own safety. No, not a threat or anything, but you know.
I don't worry, lass. I chase skirts, not treasures.
That? Okay. We're just gonna skip that one.
Never mind.
So you guys... Geld's a pretty weird guy.
This seems kind of lonely.
Think?
Maybe just a little.
Not to point fingers takes one to know one, as we always say here.
Whoa, Nick! That was actually rude
What?
as... Wow!
I didn't mean not invite it.
Nick, you should apologize for that one.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Jeez.
It sounds
Read
like
the
you owe him
room.
some money.
No.
You should never apologize for the truth, my friend.
Sometimes the truth hurts.
We've come to expect this kind of behavior from Malakar, but not you, Nick.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm gonna be honest. I missed what the fuck Nick said.
He was just stammering. You didn't really miss anything.
No. Like
he
what?
said takes one
set
to
up?
know one.
Yeah. That was the comment about the loneliness. So.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Anyways, so we just gonna tie it in, or do people want to do anything in the tavern?
Well, it's probably best we don't whip out the artifacts in broad daylight. So.
Yeah, I would agree with that, definitely. Yeah, we should
Yeah.
leave them where they're at.
Yeah, no, I could just see Delgar saying, "Hey, put this in my drink," and pulls out the shard of never melted.
Oh,
Fucking ice.
You know, that's not a bad idea. I didn't think about that, but no, I think I'll spare the group that.
You wouldn't really
That
be able
behavior.
to find it in Nick's
Talk about
bag
brain
anyway.
freeze.
Yeah, it would probably like instantly freeze the beer. I ain't about that.
You know, the thing could probably freeze vodka, so.
I would say. Yeah, well, I guess we just pack it in, then carry on in the morning.
All the characters seem pretty tired, worn out.
Yeah.
So you all get a wonderful, good, long rest.
Wait.
Wait.
There we go.
Wait.
Yeah, hit it, y'all.
Do we get a room for our group, or everybody each? That's the first
rooms.
question.
I think it's assumed that you guys are you guys are the ones renting out the spaces above, so you all have your individual rooms.
Okay. Delgar,
What?
could you hand me those shackles so I can analyze them over the night?
Just leave them be. You can look at them in the morning.
I would like to study them this night.
Yeah, you really need your rest. You kind of had your hands melted. So, I'll give them to you tomorrow, buddy.
Taking so much care of me.
Someone has to.
Sure. Let's rest.
Delgar is
Throughout
going to
the night.
sleep
Oh.
with the shackles.
Okay.
Good idea. Do they whisper to you in the night like a lover?
Just don't. Why would you open up that? Damn it! giving the DM ideas like that, for fuck's sake.
You make it sound like I didn't already have that planned.
I mean, it's a fair idea because I thought about just stealing them.
Well, of course, we just kind of expected that. That goes without saying.
Well, Delgar's just gonna have them in the bed with him.
Before most people, I want towards when everyone's settling down.
Fuck!
What?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Don't ruin
You
my train of
elaborate?
thought. Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna. But you first.
Oh, shit.
You first. But I'm gonna invade.
Where was I? As everyone's winding down in their rooms, Lilias is going to knock on Malakar's door.
Okay. I was planning. Yeah, it makes sense. I will go to my room. The plan was I will go to my room. I will go back to the tavern. I will go back to my room and then wait. So, yes, it makes sense that you knock on my first step to my home. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Never mind it. I'm home.
You don't have a room in the tavern, or?
Yes, I do. Come in.
He means just like the place he's staying, not exactly like home.
Yeah.
It's not where he lives, just where he's at.
Oh.
Today's home.
Yeah.
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 So you open the door?
Yes.
Okay. Oh my god. I thought it was knocking on an empty room. Fuck,
The
where was
shackles
I?
have already gone.
My train of thought was just immediately derailed, and now I have to find the rails again.
I'm sorry. I open the door and I just stare at you.
Who are you staring at?
Raven.
Oh, jeez, bud.
You've got a minute?
I make space, point with my right hand inside of the room.
And then I kind of slide in and shut the door behind.
I will close the door behind you. I offer you a seat and take place out of my own.
I think I'll stand. I won't be long, I promise.
But
I was just wondering. You hurt yourself a lot. I understand that it's some sort of religious rite or something. But why? How did you start following such strange practices?
I appreciate your interest in our rites, rituals. I did not hurt myself on purpose right there. Just I decided to take the punishment from our enemy and punish it myself instead of letting it hurt my allies.
I'm not talking about what happened with the strange box thing. I'm talking in general. You whip yourself, sometimes even outside of combat. That can't be enjoyable, can it?
Pain is life. Pain is order and pain is sacred.
Do you enjoy hurting yourself?
I enjoy serving my goddess.
And that's all that is just service.
Haven't you seen how much she rewarded us with her gifts in combat and in general for the tribute I have given to her?
I mean, I've seen some of the benefits, yes, but what happens if you stop?
I mean, I couldn't, but
You couldn't?
imagining if I would, I surely would lose all the trust and benefits that come with servitude.
When you say you couldn't, does that mean you are required to do it? Or does it mean more like it's an addiction?
It means that I have sworn an oath. I have sworn to spend my life in servitude. But what about you, though? I have the feeling you also brought sacrifice in your life, haven't you?
I'm sorry, what was that? I didn't hear it all the way.
I believe you also made sacrifices in your life to, become who you are right now.
You have no idea what I've been through.
See,
Don't even.
everybody has to make sacrifices. To move forward. That's just nature. Don't you agree?
Just don't bite off more than you can chew.
Same to you. I would hate to see you die, but I promise I will do my best to prevent that if that pleases Leviathan.
You don't need to worry about me dying. I've lived, well, a long time. Hold on, I just got a message I need to read. Oh, that's what this says. Okay. I'll read this in a bit.
Sorry, you kind of cut off there a little bit.
Yeah, no, I was like trying to figure out what this was and see if this was happening in the moment. Then I remembered, oh yeah, it's that minute. Okay, where was I?
You ask a lot of questions, maybe you want to give some answers. What brought you here? What made you who you are?
I don't know. I just know that all that killing we just did, and I felt it before several times in previous battles. I don't know, I felt something alluring when people died. I was wondering if maybe you had a similar experience with pain.
It is. Pain is a special feeling. It is a channel to divinity. Maybe you want to try it yourself.
Divinity is not for me. I don't intend on worshipping anyone. Anyone but myself, at least. But it's good to know that there are some clear differences between what you feel and what I feel. Though, I still need to do some more introspection to figure out what exactly I need to do with the feelings that I've been having.
I am experimenting with necromancy, but I have no direct link to death.
I'm not sure what this is.
You do. But
Get some rest. Your
if you
hands look
want-
awful.
Thank you.
And then
If you-
she's going to like head out the door.
If you need help, we can pray together. Close the door behind you.
I have a raven close the door and leave before too long. Then I'm gonna basically kind of. Is there a mirror in my room?
Is there a mirror in your room?
Yes.
I will say yes. There is a mirror in your room.
I am just going to cast use my spell slot to cast the disguise self and make myself look like a familiar face, and just sit there for an hour before going to bed.
Sorry, repeat that again?
I am going to sit in front of that mirror for an hour, having cast disguise self to look like a particular person in backstory,
Okay.
and then I will go to bed.
Woof. That's not gonna work out. I will simply say, all throughout the night, Nick is, well, you can hear noises coming from Nick's room that are very telling that he is just tinkering once again. He tries to keep it muffled, not very well, mind you, but he tries anyways. And this continues throughout the night, but it is quiet enough to not be super intrusive.
Delgar's gonna wake up pretty violently. He's gonna grab the shackles, go into Malakar's room, biff them at him. Take them! Take them and take them away from me!
Good morning.
Good morning yourself. And he's gonna slam the door and he's gonna walk outside leave the tavern.
Hold on, you huck 60 pounds worth of shackles at him?
Yep.
Yeah, how much damage do I get?
I'll let the DM decide that.
My God.
And first, I guess we can hit the button.
I
right?
guess it was a good morning for Malakar.
We can hit the button
Big
for long.
fast
right?
juggle nuts.
Yeah.
Warden.
Yes.
Yes, perfect. All right.
No, sorry, I didn't hear what you said. I was reading something.
Yeah, just ask if you can hit the button.
Oh, which button?
If I ask if we can hit the button, it's a button for long rest.
Yes, hit the button for long rest. Everyone can get a long rest. I've already said this.
Perfect. Yeah, but we intervened like 8 times.
Yes.
You guys get a long rest, okay?
Perfect. And I have
We're
shackles.
just
to
doing
my face.
stuff during it. It's fine.
Right. So let me add that to my inventory. Infernal shackles.
Okay. So, you guys all... Well, I guess before that, I need to know something here. Where... Yeah. So after you get the shackles, what do? Radio. Or Malakar.
I would like to get myself and analyze them thoroughly for hours.
Okay. Do you have any spells that would be used for that purpose?
That's a very good question. Let me check. I also need to make my spells for this day. Get a long rest. But I think yeah, not much, but I'm gonna cast Detect Evil and Good, and I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Okay. So, you detect that the shackles are magical, and that they are of infernal origin.
So evil, I guess.
Well, you know.
Oh no, not necessarily. Detect Evil and Good is just for creatures. So yeah, okay. Detect Magic, but I would sense that they are bound to infernal. Can I sense if they are cursed or just enchanted?
Curses you can't even identify through the identify spell,
Yeah.
so
So yeah, for detect magic, it is simply to see if something is magical and what school of magic it's from. For rules as written.
Yeah. What school is it exactly?
What is the... I don't know. It's not a... So it's empowering magic. I don't know what school that would be considered, but it's just that wearing them would empower you.
There are, well, as far as magical items is concerned, it is no school of magic.
So, yeah, so probably not a school of magic then. It's just, they are an infernal artifact that, it is an infernal magical artifact.
Some magic items used to have a school of magic associated with it in older editions, but they did away with that at some point.
Yeah. Okay. So it wasn't. So if the effect of it was created by a spell, you learn the spell's school of magic. So in this case, it wasn't created by a spell. It was just forged in a specific way to make it a magical object.
Honestly, you're describing it as like made by Infernal is like a good way of saying what kind of quote unquote school of magic it is. Like what kind of origin.
Yeah, it's just that if I say it's infernal and then you ask about the school of magic, I feel like I don't know. I just didn't want to make it seem like I was repeating myself, but I don't know if it was a valid question or not. But I wanted to make sure I'm covering my bases.
That's actually like I want to use that in the future for my own game. Because my players, whenever they try to figure out what school of magic and a magical item is, I always am so confused. But like, just using the origin that created it, that'll work.
Well, it's like in the particular case, because there are some magics where, let's say...
Yeah, like a magic jar or whatever.
Or, Toll the Dead... So, there's some spells that have a school of magic, like Ray of Frost or something.
Yeah, I'm like talking like magical items though, because they don't have a school of magic associated with them unless they're
Well, I think in the case of what kind of school of magic is if the item was created because of a spell. So if someone had cast Ray of Frost inside of a bag of holding and made it a refrigerator, then it would be a magical item that came from frost magic.
Well, that would just be the ice on the bag. The bag itself wouldn't.
No, inside the bag, because it's now a refrigerator.
Yeah. I don't know.
So, but anyway, digressing a lot here. You're just examining the shackles and that's all you're doing?
Nah.
Did you actually rest at all? I guess that's what I need to know. Is were you resting near these things?
No. I couldn't rest near those things because Delgar threw them at me at the very morning.
Okay.
Damn right he did.
And then you also, in your detect magic, you also detect the never melting, the shard of never melting ice.
Me?
Yeah.
It's in the room right next to yours,
yeah,
so...
It's within 30 feet.
Yeah. Okay.
And it is also of infernal origin.
It's also of infernal origin. Okay. Well...
Really?
Oh yeah, we already knew it was from Stygia.
I don't know what that is, so...
Stygia, it's like the 5th or 6th level of hell.
The 5th layer of hell.
After Delgar threw those shackles at me, I'm gonna do my morning routine. I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna cast those spells.
Question. Does he detect the spear with that spell as well?
He does detect the spear. Because I'm
And
assuming
is it-
it's still within 30 feet.
Yeah.
Potentially depends on the setup of the hotel, but yeah, it's 30 feet. Yeah.
So you can tell that it is of a I don't know what sort of magic it would be because because it's not celestial because it came from Grumsh. So, but I don't want to call it abyssal because it's not from there either. But Acheron. Whatever morphic trait divine. I guess it's of divine origin.
Yeah, divine origin is fine enough.
Right. Or abjuration. Also be an option. I
Abjuration
guess.
is the school of magic.
So.
Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna do my morning routine.
Okay.
I'm gonna pray. Whip myself. Cast detect magic and detect evil and good. Cast resistance fire on me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put one of the shackles on my left hand.
You're gonna put it on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I dead?
You don't die. No.
Okay, that's a good start.
It's sure.
In
It's
a
a good
while.
Like
start.
that would be
But I know that
counterintuitive.
the curious cat dies. I know.
Is he burning alive?
He's not burning alive. But I imagine,
Huh.
you know, is this all being done in your room? Are you like, so you're not out and about doing this, right? You're just in your room.
No.
Okay. So, yeah. Nothing major happens.
I'm not burning alive.
You're not burning
better.
alive. You're not dying. You're not dead.
Going better than expected.
Give up while you still can.
Now, I'm not gonna put the other thing on. I'm not gonna blind myself.
Always do it to a bandit or something. You don't have to make yourself patient zero.
Yeah. Can I open it again, or am I bound to it now?
You can open it again.
But do I want to open it again?
That's a good question.
I don't expect an answer here, but I am curious. You know what? Just don't answer this. This is just up in the air. I wonder what your plan was when putting that on.
He doesn't have a plan. He never has a plan. He just does things.
I'm curious.
Okay,
No.
yeah, that makes sense.
Those shackles whispered to me, and I was just like fucking curious.
Malakar
Yes, the
gonna get
shackles
killed.
whisper to you like a lover, right? Yes, we know.
First one to die.
Someone should probably go save him.
Honestly, I don't think Warden would have instantly killed me. I expected some major punishment here, but Nothing that wouldn't be able to, like, nothing not solvable, you know. And
So what are you gonna do now?
that's the question. He said I can even open it, so I'm not cursed. So what now?
Just take them off. Just take it off.
I wanted to get cursed.
Yeah, just take it off. Come on.
It's into it. You won't.
Listen, you gotta make your mind up here. Are you putting the other one on, or are you taking them off? Like, come on.
Make a
Don't keep us in
decision.
suspense.
Come on.
Dun 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 dun.
Do it. No balls.
Mm,
Okay, that is not
Okay,
productive
so-
party behavior.
so just for your information, because I'm also getting some background information on this right now. So I'm also, you know, writing through the DM right now.
I'm not giving you shit right now.
Raven,
No, but-
this man
but
has
I'm
been drinking.
doing-
He will do
I'm
whatever
doing-
you suggest.
I'm doing two things.
Very suggestible,
two things
man.
Right now. Just like
Don't
um,
back down now.
No,
I'm-
this is not what we want. Just take the shackle off. Just take it
I
off.
can't metagame here, so I can't exactly share how I see this, but it'd probably be a bad idea to be putting on the other one.
Oh no,
Thank
definitely.
you.
no,
Oh, it's
Yeah.
an awful idea.
An item of infernal origin,
Why-
putting wearing items of infernal origin, that'd be a bad idea? Who knew?
Oh my god,
It's
what a
a good
revelation.
thing.
I mean,
You
I
could
do
wear the
speak
collar of
infernal.
eternal enslavement.
Oh my goodness, guys.
Eternal enslavement.
Die.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
You know what? I'm gonna keep. I put it on my left hand. I'm gonna keep it on, and I'm gonna put the shackle down of my, you know, rope, so you can't see it. So it's like, you know what I mean? I just stuff it.
You just keep
stuff
wearing
down
it?
in the
Hide
rope.
your arm.
Yeah.
You're still wearing it.
Yes.
Oh, for fuck's
He's
sake.
just wearing one.
How did he find a neutral option?
He did, somehow.
Oh, don't worry. I'll find a way around it. Don't worry.
There's gonna be wisdom checks soon, and a lot of them.
Yeah.
Thanks, Malakar. Thanks, Malakar. Really, just fuck.
Okay.
Well,
Could you imagine
good with
Malakar not playing with this shit?
To be
Why
fair,
did you
I
go
wanted
to
to
his
pull the
room
rope.
and throw it at him? Why did you do that? I think this is on you, actually.
Delgar had a nightmare.
Yeah, I try to hide it, that I wear it, but I'm gonna keep wearing it on the left arm.
You're like a crack addict. What? I'm not on crack. Hides his
Literally
crack
a
pipe.
glutton for punishment.
I'm just
Okay,
hiding my.
I'm gonna be using a physical die here, so not everybody sees.
You can just do in D&D Beyond. You can right click and then do send to DM and only send to warden,
Oh,
or you can do to self so no one sees it.
okay, so hold on.
I'm giving everyone opportunities here. I'm an equal opportunity wisdom safe call.
Okay, well,
You're a monster,
There
is
you
what
go.
you are.
there you go.
You put this in this game. You know what you did.
I know exactly what I did, but you guys are the ones that are interacting with it.
Alright, we're just trying to stay in character, alright? I don't think you can blame us for that. You are literally like handing a needle to an addict right now. I don't think you understand.
Irresponsible. Bad damn.
Mm.
Bad.
So, okay, hold on. I'm just gonna type it in DMs.
So at this point, I'm assuming it's morning. You guys wake up. Delgar's out and about, angrily running around.
Is that what he's doing?
That's what the impression of what I got from what you said.
No, all I say is he left the tavern.
Well, is he not running around? Is he not doing anything?
He's not back at the tavern.
Okay.
Hold on.
And Malakar, are you just... What is your plan here?
Oh, well, okay. I guess that's just for everybody to see then.
Texting you.
Riveting
This is
gameplay.
kind of a weird episode, everybody. We're missing 2 people,
Yeah.
and there's a whole lot of DMs going on.
I mean,
riveting gameplay here.
Riveting.
That's
I wish I could show you guys.
It's a perfect session for that. Like, oh, I butchered that sentence, but I'm sure you can understand.
So, Lilias comes down for the morning, and no one is anyone in the main area of the tavern?
Seems not. Nick is not present. Delgar is not present, and Malakar is doing his thing.
Okay.
I guess she'll get breakfast on her own?
So, you go down
Yes!
and you're...
Nice.
What was he? Okay.
Celebration of some sort. So while Raven is eating breakfast downstairs, she can hear a loud smash into the floorboard coming from Nick's room, and scampering across the same boards.
Sorry, say that again?
I was just describing something that Div would have heard.
Okay.
A loud smash into the floorboards, along with some skittering across the same boards coming from upstairs.
I look to the bartender to see what their reaction to this is, if they're at all concerned with that.
So, Calvin's running around, and he comes up to you. Miss, can I get you something for breakfast?
Did you just hear that?
Sometimes there's bumps in the night, and I don't tend to question it.
It's probably fine.
I've had too many times where I've thought it might be something, and turns out it was something else.
You know what? It probably is something else. Yeah, I'll have just whatever is being served. Preferably vegetarian.
It's like, certainly. How about some porridge with syrup?
That'll work.
And he goes and he gets you some porridge.
How much does that run me?
A silver piece.
A silver. Ooh, not 21, Jesus.
Okay. I know what I'm doing.
Don't worry, dear viewer. I am as lost as you are.
A lot of stuff is going on. I can't share.
A lot. You know, you can deafen people, since you are in the server. You can make people not be able to listen into whatever conversations are going on.
I could pull people out into Guild's Tavern and just put you guys back.
Right.
But then, but I also want to be able to listen to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess if I just did server deafen. So, you know what? Let's. As long as you guys aren't trying to watch a stream, it could work.
I mean, I'm watching it, but I got it muted.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go down the list here. I'm gonna mute server deafen everybody. I'm gonna undeafen one at a time.
Okay.
Okay. So do that.
Oh no, I can't hear the bot anymore. No.
All right. Okay. So Delgar.
Yeah.
You are off in the merchant's quarter.
Yep.
And you are contemplating the desire, like you're torn between the desire to go home, but you don't want to leave the group.
Exactly.
Okay. So you're in a nice secluded area, and there's nothing going on as of right now. But you look around, and you begin to hear the footsteps of the foot traffic in the merchant's quarter. People going about their business.
So Delgar's he's got his raven Clink on his fingers, and he's petting Clink while he hums a song that sounds like a lullaby. He's very distraught about the nightmare he just had, which involved his home. And he misses home a lot. And he's just kind of trying to calm himself down because he doesn't want to abandon the party. There's still more to be done, but he has that pull to just go back home to the place that he knows, place that he loves, be in his garden with his statues, statue of his mother. He just doesn't really know what to do.
And as you're sitting here contemplating this, you hear some heavy footsteps approaching you, holding a he's holding a bag.
Oh, you can't
something.
do that. Can't do that.
But he looks up at you. I haven't really seen anyone back here recently.
Yeah, well, seemed like a nice place to be alone.
Certainly can be. Look like something's troubling you.
Yeah, it's fine. Who are you?
Henry Black. And Smithy.
Oh, yeah. One of my party members bought some stuff from you.
Is it the weird guy?
The one that covers his face, always talking about pain? Yeah, that guy.
Yep. Weird, odd fellow.
Yeah.
But he appreciates good work.
You don't want to know what he does with that work.
It's not my business to know. My business is to create.
Yeah, you like creating. Me too.
So what's got you in your mood?
Had a dream last night. Bad one. Home was on fire, melting away. I miss it. I want to go back.
Lots of times we're taken away from our home for various reasons.
That's why I don't go back.
You can call it fate. You can call it destiny. You can call it the will of the gods, the will of the devils. You can call it lots of things.
Guess I should go back and tell them what I plan on doing.
I suppose you also might want to go to the temple if you can.
Temple?
Believe it or not, I can see with more eyes than you think. Whatever the dream was you experienced, it's probably happened because it looks like you're having lingering effects of something.
What temple are you talking about?
Hall of the Ancient Heroes. You know, whether or not you're religious doesn't change the fact that they can get rid of curses.
I don't know if I'm cursed, but...
There's something on you. I can see it.
Huh. A blacksmith that knows this much about curses?
You've been around as long as I have, and you've done the things I have. You see and hear more things than you want to.
What things have you done?
Done my fair share of adventures. Been in a party. Lost them all.
All the heroes, you say, huh?
Yes. Whatever it is that cursed you, if you can take it there too, they could probably get rid of it for you.
Well. Fine. Where's it at?
It's in the castle walls. If you go now, you should be able to get through with no problems.
Well, I appreciate it. Delgar's gonna stand up and chuck Nick into the air, and her Clink's gonna fly away. See you around, Henry, was it?
Henry, and he extends his hand.
Delgar takes his hand and gives it a firm shake.
Hope to see you again.
I'll buy my next axe from you. Delgar's gonna leave. And go off for the hall.
Alright. Then are you going to be heading back to the tavern?
Yeah, I'll go to the hall, and whatever happens there, then I'll go to the tavern.
Okay.
Maybe take someone else on and come back to me.
Alright. I am going to mute you again. I'm going to switch
Yep.
over to someone else.
Sounds good.
Nick, did you want to do anything?
Okay, so I'll just make it quick. So, I guess are we recapping, or?
Well, I just want to make sure that everyone I want to make sure that everyone gets their thing in their moment, because
Okay. So,
if it's like you want to go out and go out to the slums and do something, I can do that those particular interactions.
So,
or we can talk about it, or
yeah. So, Nick starts the night by dumping his bag onto the floor and immediately walking over to the table with a bunch of metal he's unpacked from it in hand. None of the artifacts have left his bag. He dumps all of it onto the desk and starts getting to work. There is one larger piece that he's been working on over a long period of time now, and it looks like it's just now starting to come together. And during this, he feels like the need to be distracted by something back in his bag, but he's so transfixed with all of the stuff on the table that he kind of pries his attention away from it. And as he is cobbling stuff together, he kind of loses track of time, and it seems the sun is already peeking through the window, kind of making him realize once again that he's gone through another night without rest. So he quickly grabs a healing potion, guzzles it, and then just puts the bottle on the table and continues. And sure enough, well, as he's finishing up whatever this project is, he accidentally drops it on the floor.
Oh, let me out! Let me out!
I think, yeah, he doesn't know that we can still hear him. So he accidentally drops his project on the floor, making a loud banging noise and kind of denting one of the floorboards. He runs over, grabs it, and checks it to see if it's okay, but seems to be fine. This is going to be a mechanical bird, with the magical infusion that is the homunculus servants. It's not like a super complex sort of thing. It's just, it serves certain purposes.
Yeah.
So this is going to word to life and look at Nick and understand what its purpose is. Nick is going to hand it 5 gold, and it is going to fly off on a test run to his friends in the slums.
All right.
And that is all I have to share.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put you back on deafen, and I'm gonna give Malakar some attention since he's being needy.
Yeah, might as well.
All right, Malakar.
Is this the light?
So, as you're wearing this one shackle, it's telling you that it can give you power if you were to put on the other. It wants you to complete it.
It sure does. The inside check said I can't hit any no. Deception. That's what you said, right?
Yeah, you don't detect any deception. Perhaps these things can offer you power.
I do believe that it can, but
Perhaps it's what Leviatar does want.
I'm gonna wait until I can speak with my goddess, until I willingly put all of them on me. I'm gonna stick with what I said. I will keep this one on, try to hide it in the, this long black robe I wear, put it all the way down to the elbow, and you know what I mean, right? I maybe rattle a bit when I walk, but you know what I imagine, right?
Yeah, so the shackle is covered up.
Yeah. And I will go down for breakfast then.
Okay.
By the way, honestly, I think you should really make a DM whisper channel and let us just shit talk, chat and shit, Well, we are not gonna continue the session without you, don't worry.
Well, that's what the campaign chat is for, is for those sorts of things. But if I'm trying to speak with you directly one-on-one, that's what, I do like this idea because it actually helps make it easy.
Yeah, but if you deafen us server-wide, we can't even change channel and chat with each other. We are still deafened. That, you know what I mean?
Everything can change in one given moment. So, but is there anything else that you wanted to do where it doesn't require anyone else present?
If you don't have to say me anything more about things that I hear, see, I'm good for it.
I've given you the pertinent information, so.
I think you have given me everything you can give me, and I think I'm good, yeah.
Okay. I gotta talk to Lilith at this point, Raven at this point, and then so if you wanna deafen yourself, you can go for it. But otherwise, I'm gonna put the server deafen on you.
I'm gonna deafen myself.
Okay. All right, Goliath.
Oh, hi.
So, do you want to go into any further detail on anything?
Not really beyond what I messaged you, but that doesn't need to be really described.
All right, no worries, because at this point it seems as though everybody is done, unless you wanted to do anything. That would require privacy.
Not really. I mean, beyond that one little thing, but that's it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna share that. But I suppose the only thing that I'd probably do here is going backwards in time a little bit to when you were in the cave when you used the feather.
Uh-huh.
So the sound does come through muffled, and you hear two voices speaking. It seems as though Malia is having a conversation with somebody.
Yeah. And it only lasts for a minute.
And
so I don't really hear a whole lot.
Yep. So you hear, and sorry if this is
and I can also see, so.
So you see the bookseller.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a tall, wiry man, like thin man. He's wearing wire glasses, and he's got a mixture of condescension and amusement in his voice. And the words that you hear is the naivete of youth, clinging so tightly to your branch, afraid of the fall. But the world demands more, does it not? It's not about surviving the fall, it's about embracing it. And you can see that he continues to scratch, continue to write something on a note. And you see him wrap up this note into a scroll with a blue ribbon on it. And Malia says, I've survived far worse than falling. You speak as though you know my purpose better than I do. To which the bookseller chuckles. Purpose. Your purpose. A fleeting illusion. A glimmer in the dark. Your destiny is far greater. But you must first shed the dead weight of. And then the audio begins to distort as you hear only fragmented words. Blood, roots, shadows. The muffling just seems to get louder. And then one final voice comes through for a clear moment. Or will you remain caged, denying the truth staring you in the face? The choice, little bird, is yours. And as it says this, it almost seems as though it was directed at you.
Huh. Yeah, I was afraid of that.
I actually really like this song. Hang on, I gotta save this URL real quick.
All right, that's it for me. On that, it changes nothing that Lilith would have done, except she might have been a little more sad when she does her little ritual.
All right, I'm gonna undeafen everybody here. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We all good now?
I think so.
What about Mr. Malakar over here?
Yeah, he muted himself, so
Oh,
we'll see what happens.
okay.
Or deafened himself. There we go.
Oh, there he is.
So, it's at a point now where Liliath is eating breakfast. Malakar comes down. You can see that he's wearing these longer robes. And after however many minutes pass,
Yes.
Delgar comes back in.
What?
Seeming to be a little bit calmer. And I imagine Nick comes down from his room as well.
Eventually. He seems kind of to be like the last person to come down. It's very clear that he hadn't gotten any sleep. From him rubbing his eyes and holding an empty health potion bottle. And he comes down and joins the rest of the group.
Looks like the three of you have had a rough night.
No, I wouldn't call it rough. Let's
Maybe
call
more.
it productive. And then he yawns really loudly.
Delgar's just gonna sit down and not say anything.
Definitely help curing the wounds.
And Calvin, with no, awareness of the atmosphere, says, "Can I get you breakfast?" in a very cheerful tone.
Beer.
I suppose. Are you sure you want to be drinking this early in the day?
2 mugs.
It's like, okay. And he goes off and brings you a couple of mugs of beer.
What's wrong, Mr. Delgar? Is this a normal habit of yours? Or did something happen?
You ever see me drink this early in the morning, Nick?
I haven't been around you that long to know, I guess.
Delgar's just gonna sloppily down the beer. It's running down his beard again.
It does seem like you're drinking earlier and earlier.
Yeah, well, I'm a bit stressed. Don't you guys get stressed?
Of course, but it seems to be, and then he looks down at his beard, overflowing right now.
What, are you gonna critique me on my table manners too?
No, I haven't the room, but I just was curious as to why you're guzzling a few pints this early in the morning.
Why don't you ask Scarface there? He's probably figured it out by now.
Do you know how we relieve stress?
Yeah, I'm well aware of what you fucking do. And he covers his hands with his... He covers his mouth with his hands. I know what you do.
Water and whatever the kitchen offers for breakfast, please.
Okay. And,
Mick will hesitantly ask for the same.
all right. And Calvin, takes your payment. And he goes around and comes back with some pancakes with sausage gravy ladled over the top of it.
I'm gonna smell that obligatory.
Okay.
For the
There's no
paranoid.
poison in it.
Perfect.
Obligatory poison check.
You never know when the first day's the next meal's gonna be your last. So
I kind of like the idea of just saying, "You never know," and then not elaborating.
But yeah, Delgar, I don't think you have a reason to be stressed that much.
Just keep those shackles away from me. I'm serious.
Well, we're turning them in today.
Good. I want to see him again.
So to be 100% sure, we do have all of them, right? I know I didn't look at the book, but you said it was glowing, so I assumed it was the right thing.
There was a... Yeah, so you picked up a journal, and then you also picked up a grimoire.
Oh! Okay, I want to inspect the grimoire, then.
Okay.
So Nick will pull his bag from his back, dig around for what feels like minutes, and then find the grimoire, slap it on the table, and while he's eating, he'll open it and try to take a look at what's inside.
Okay. It seems to be a magical, a grimoire of water magic.
Can you discern more?
Okay. Well, it's a leather-bound tome. It constantly glistens as though it's wet, and it teaches you. It looks like it has the contents contained with it. Notably, shape water, create or destroy water, tidal wave, wall of water, and control water.
Oh, okay.
And then deeper into the book, you see that there are other spells that you cannot read or discern any knowledge from.
Can I tell if they are of infernal origin? I know that's kind of why the loyalists sent us to grab these things, but it may not be true for all of the artifacts. So Nick wants to try to inspect them further. Maybe like tug on Malakar's like sleeve, try to pull him over.
Okay. And I'm assuming Malakar looks at it, and the other spells appear to be written in Infernal.
Yes. Okay.
In a strange dialect of Infernal. You can make out some of the words, but you can't make out all of them.
I would like to try to read what I can.
Okay. You can see something about... you can see the two names of the spells, but you can't read much beyond that. You see one that it says Abyssal Flood, and then you see one that says Ice Prison.
They definitely sound malicious.
Those are written on what?
The grimoire.
Do you not understand the languages of that grimoire?
Do you know what a grimoire is?
Yes, it is a book of magic.
I was asking Malakar.
Yeah.
Or
No,
radio.
please.
Okay, alright. Yeah, it's just a big old book with a lot of spells listed inside, usually.
Thank you.
Yep. Is it possible to learn anything without, like, sapping whatever magic is inside, or...?
For this specific grimoire, you would have to you'd have to attune to it in order to make it useful.
Oh. No, thank you. Nick will not attune to it. He's just going to let Malakar continue reading, and just leave it at that.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab it somewhat greedily, if it lets me. Trying to hide it. There is some like knowledge greed behind it. I'm gonna read.
Remember, Malakar, we do have to turn it in to get the rewards.
That was never part of the deal.
If they were infernal, yes.
No.
And I'm sure they'd want to... Of the infernal origin. I remember them saying that.
Isn't infernal?
Well, there's infernal text in there. I imagine
Anyone
there's
that
more.
knows infernal can write infernal. That doesn't mean it has infernal origins.
It might still. We don't know, but I don't think they're going to let us get away with a loophole like that. And I'm sure they'd want to inspect all of this personally before we try to make off with it. So, was there any artifacts that we found that aren't tied in any way to infernal anything? Even the spear?
Spear doesn't appear to be all that infernal.
All that?
I couldn't tell you exactly.
Maybe if you showed it to Malakar, but don't hand it to him. And he looks at the book that he took from him, basically.
I'm not intending to give it back to you.
Okay, well.
Don't
let him grab it, but let him look at the spear.
I would like to put it in my pocket, but not like super suspiciously. You know what? Between us,
I'm rolling perception.
I wanted to say strategy. Do you want to roll like an insight check? But perception is probably also fine. Like,
what's higher? I'll roll insight. Okay, that's a dirty 20.
That's a dirty 20?
Yeah.
Should I counter it with deception or with stealth?
You would be countering it with deception.
I thought it would be sleight of hand or...
I'm gonna counter it
Maybe.
with deception.
Well, it depends. If he's trying to hide
I think deception's
something,
more interesting.
Yeah, no, if he's trying to hide his intentions, it would be deception. If he's trying to hide the thing, it's gonna be sleight of hand.
If he's going for insight, deception is gonna be the answer. If he would have went for perception, stealth would have been the answer, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, I like that actually, yeah.
Yeah, so my deception goes for 12.
So I imagine I see that. See through it. Okay.
That doesn't even pass my passive insight.
Yeah.
Mr. Malakar, please, if you'd be so kind.
And he holds out his hands for the book. He kind of gives him, like, this is the first time anybody's kind of seen Nick like this, but he's genuinely staring up at him pretty sternly.
The book, Mr. Malakar, please.
Malakar is gonna take long.
Yeah, just take a long time to think.
But he's handing it back.
We don't have all day.
Okay.
We need to get rid of this shit and head as soon as we can to the orcs.
Nick takes the book and he motions to Raven.
If he could take a look at the spear before we go, because, well, if it is of infernal origin, then we might not be able to take it to them. We might need to
I would
die.
like to look at the spear to determine what kind of origin it has.
And you find it's of divine origin and not of infernal.
Okay,
Definitely
perfect.
divine.
Then we've got nothing to hide then. We can head on over and turn them all in.
You all done eating?
Yeah, Nick's plate has been empty for a while.
Delgar belches. Yeah, done.
Ugh.
But do we really agree to hand such dangerous infernal
Yes.
objects
They
to
don't.
the
They
people?
said
We're
they,
getting rid of them. We're getting rid of them. You're not keeping them. We're getting rid of them.
to agree, put it in lighter terms. They said they destroy all the stuff we turned in, so I don't imagine they'd be used for more nefarious purposes.
And even
So,
if
I
they
don't think
were
we've got
to be,
anything to worry about.
and even if they were to be used for nefarious purposes, it's just going to be one hand to another.
Right.
What difference does it make? Let's get this over with and get
Let's go and
paid.
turn them in.
Agreed.
I've got some stuff to sell if we don't mind the detour afterwards.
Fine.
Detours.
We go get them sold. Or not sold, turn them in.
Okay.
I guess lost life by myself.
So you leave the tavern and you make the trek over into the merchant's quarter. And
It was to the guard first.
are you gonna go into the?
Yeah, turn the bad stuff in.
Okay. So you go through into the gates, and you go into the guard, the barracks, and so when you ask for Captain Lysa's Dreth, and he comes out and says, adventurers, I trust you're back because you've succeeded.
For the most part.
That be true.
Do you have the items with you?
We have the. What were we looking for? Jesus. We have the
I've got 'em.
journal. We have the shard of the ice. And we have your shackles.
Well, in that case, let me take you to Lady Songbird. She's the one that will be paying you for your efforts. Or providing
Lady
you the reward.
Songbird.
And then he escorts you to a rather gorgeous, like a rather sizable manor. It looks, it's like it is quite beautiful. He knocks on the door, and the door opens up and reveals a butler and says, Captain Lysa Dreth, who is this party you brought to us? And he says, these are the adventurers that were commissioned for the the thing. Yes. Come, adventurers, come and follow me.
I'm
He
watching.
gestures you to go inside.
Huh?
And as you
What's
traverse,
No, nothing. Go on.
Okay. And as you walk through the mansion, you can see that it's made of, very, very exceptionally good, like high quality wood. There's rugs on the floor. There's all sorts of torches, not torches, but candles lit all throughout, granting a lot of light. He leads you down a couple different hallways, and eventually he knocks on a study door, where the words "Come in, come in." And you are ushered into a study where you see a woman sitting at a desk, and she seems to be writing something, and she looks up. She's like, are you the... you must be. You're the ones that Captain Lyson hired for the task.
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent, excellent. And... oh man. Sorry.
What's wrong?
People making things
Sorry.
complicated here.
Sorry.
Well,
I'm so fucking
Oh.
sorry. I'm making this about myself, but
it pertains to your character. It's fine.
So I trust you were able to succeed in the raid. If you have the artifacts, please present them to me, and I will make sure to get you your reward. And I also I understand that Captain Dreth promised you an audience with me to discuss, I don't know, various changes within the slums, I've heard.
Well, here's the journal.
And she takes
Nick
the journal.
produces the journal.
Begins to flip through its pages. Says, yes, excellent. This is exactly what we were looking for. She sets it on her desk.
Nice.
The shard.
Nick produces the shard. It is wrapped in a rag,
Okay. And
but the rag seems to be frosting over.
Yep. And she takes it and she unravels the rag a little bit just to inspect it, and then she, upon seeing the resource, she wraps it back up and says, "Wonderful, thank you." And she sets it. She opens up a chest behind her and she sets it inside. Says, and I believe there was one other item.
Who has that? Delgar?
What item?
Yeah, and you can see
Yeah,
Malakar
the
with both the
shackles.
shackles on.
No, Malakar.
You're
Why?
wearing them?
He
Please tell me you didn't put those on.
What the hell's wrong with you?
they whispered to me.
Delgar is gonna back away. Take
Nick's
it
only
off.
gonna inch forward. Nick's gonna actually run up to him and try to reveal the arm he's been hiding. So would that be like play a hand or?
Well, he's actually has both of them on now.
Yeah, I'm revealing them right
What?
now. With both of them on.
Oh,
You're insane.
Malakar, we're turning them in. Take them off.
They're
Did that
this-
change
this-
anything in
does
terms of
complicate.
how I recognize them?
well, you feel a surge of strength as you're wearing them, and you feel as though your body becomes hotter, and you have the desires and urges to become violent.
Malakar, take the shackles off.
And at this
Can I?
point, the shackles tighten around your wrist, and they become immovable.
So now I'm cursed.
Yeah, I would say so.
probably.
Lady Songbird sighs.
No.
All right. Take them off or I cut your hands off. One or the other.
I have no chance. Do I have the option to go back right now, or am I like am I forced to this path now?
Well, you kind of put yourself on this path.
I look
Yes,
to the lady and I'm like, what happened when someone's wearing both of them?
I don't know the full effects of these items, but I suppose the only way to actually remove them safely would be through a ritual process.
I heard that place called the Hall of Heroes can cure curses. That true?
Yes, they can pay for those services.
But why would we remove them?
Malakar, I'm gonna give you to the count of 10. Start walking out that door. Follow me to the Hall of Heroes, or I'm gonna knock you out and drag you there.
Can I listen to him? Is there a chance to like listen
Yeah,
to
you
him?
can hear him. You can hear him just fine.
1.
Okay, so I can still think reasonable.
Yeah, you can still think rationally. It's just you feel,
Power.
you feel more powerful.
2. 3. 4. 5.
I almost
We
kind
Malakar.
of expect
remove
Delgar to
them.
skip numbers.
Maybe Maybe we...
6, 7, 8, 9.
I don't think those voices are coming from a goddess.
Well,
Obviously they're not. I heard them too.
You heard them too?
I had a nightmare last night.
Why did you never tell me?
Never
Why
asked.
did you
Now
put
let's
them
go.
on?
Come on, Malakar. Let's go.
Lady Songbird is gonna kind of reach out to Raven. And see, while they're going, before you go, I suppose I should give you the reward. You might want to use some of it to pay for the services. But once the mages deal with it, I'm sure they will handle it from there.
All right, Delgar is gonna say 10, and then he's gonna grapple Malakar.
Okay? Is Malakar going to resist?
No. I'll not resist.
All right, so Delgar's just gonna kind of tie him up with his arms and start pushing him out the door.
Nick will try to help, but clearly his strength is not involved. It's more that he's just like trying to hold on to him, even if that does nothing.
He like got him by the heel and he's getting dragged along.
No. It's just like grabbed one of his sleeves.
Oh yeah, okay.
Just
And
for
what
good
for-
measure, Alliance is
Yeah.
gonna have Hex on Malakar, targeting his dexterity.
His Dex?
X.
Make it,
With an
yeah,
E.
make it easier or harder for him to escape if something else happened.
Do I have a save throw for that?
Nope, there is no save.
Oh, I'm just fucking hexed. Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna just drag his ass to the Hall of Heroes.
Well,
We put your ass in a strain jacket.
Lady Songbird at this point, she says, well, I guess once you deal with this, come back and see me, and I will. I'm more than happy to speak with you. But here, take this, and she hands over a bag of gold to whoever is going to take it.
I guess Nick
I'll
can
take it.
grab it. Okay.
Yeah, you're helping me, so it makes sense for Raven to take it.
I guess so.
And it is a very sizable bag of gold. If you were to have time to count it out, it would be 2,100 gold.
Holy fuck, you better bet your
Okay.
ass you're sharing that. Oh yeah, Sir Thomas is here.
Oh, the priests are gonna charge that, don't you worry.
Yeah,
But
but
Thomas
it's coming
is
out of
still
your cut
spacing out.
first.
Alright, so we go to the Hall of Heroes.
Okay. So, dragging Malakar to the Hall of Heroes, you do incur a bit of people watching and murmuring, and you kind of get suspicion of the guard. But seeing that you are dragging someone that looks very suspicious to the Hall of Heroes, they don't really, approach you or try to inquire about it. And as you enter in, you see a long, this chapel is massive. So solid
On the
white
way.
pillars extending from the floor to the ceiling, a big long blue rug that just goes all the way down to the back. And as you're walking in, people approach you and say, "What is going on here? Why do you have this man confined?"
Well,
On the
he's
way.
cursed. He's cursed, and I'm cursed, and we need to be not cursed. How do you fix that?
On the way, occasionally, I just scream around and like infernal. Don't! Greif mich nicht an! Fass mich nicht an! Du Drecksack! Du ekliger! Du Bastard!
See what I told you? Cursed, and I got a bit of it too.
She says, what? I guess, and the guy calls over a couple of other people, and they start casting spells to identify what kind of curses. And then, when it comes to you, Doug, they kind of like lay their hands on you to identify what kind of curse you're under.
Ugh.
It says, you're gonna be okay, and here, get him some holy water, and he'll be fine. This one, we gotta need to do something more. So then they hand Delgar some holy water. And he says, drink this and you'll be fine.
I just drink it? That's it?
Yes.
Delgar downs the holy water.
And as you down the holy water, the sound of chains grinding across stone stop in the back of your mind.
Oh, that's better.
And
wow, that actually worked.
You see a group of people begin to, hold Malakar still and tie him down to what looks like a makeshift bed, as someone who appears to be a leader within the church approaches someone that looks like a cleric in very elegant white and blue robes, and he lays his hands on Malakar and begins to chant. And as he chants, you see that the shackles begin to glow red, and shriek audibly and fight against what's going on. But eventually the shackles do come off. And I need Malakar to make a wisdom saving throw. And before you do that, I'm going to let you know the DC is 18.
I'm casting guidance on him.
Yeah, that's not going to help.
Can I guide myself?
I will allow one guidance.
I will be the one, or Nick will be the one to cast guidance.
Nick, guide me. Nick, guide me.
Yes, Nick lies his hands on his shoulder and cast guidance.
Okay, that guidance is a 1. Okay.
Nice.
Hey. That's
18.
something. We got the wisdom saving throw, which is a 6.
Nat 1. Alright, well, you are going to take 6d10 psychic damage.
You say 60-10?
6d10.
Oh, 6D, okay. Malakar's dead.
So you take 36 psychic damage.
Oh, fuck.
36?
36 psychic damage.
Perfect. I'm down. I'm absolutely fucking down, but I'm not dead.
Yeah. Could be worse.
Could be definitely. What? That could have killed me. That could have definitely killed me.
Technically, I think it... No, it didn't.
It should have killed me. It should have killed me.
Yeah, with your rules, without your rules, he would have died.
So...
100%.
But yeah, I'm dying.
Uh-huh.
I'm on death saves.
Well...
Someone here can help him with the dyingness thing.
And then, yeah, so as the shackles come off, they fall to the ground and begin to crack and crumble into dust. And then the same cleric casts another spell, Spare the Dying. And brings Malakar back from the brink of death. So I guess as the shackles fall off, you see Malakar begin to convulse and shake and foam at the mouth. I guess you don't see him foaming at the mouth because he's wearing a mask, but you see him convulse and shake. And eventually he screams before falling limp.
My mouth is open. I just have bandages all around my face, so my eyes and mouth are open. So if I show my mouth, yeah, it's gonna be visible.
Okay. Well, he just foams at the mouth, and he shakes violently as he takes this damage. The shackles fall off, and they are broken. Then the same cleric casts Spare the Dying in order to bring Malakar back to 1 HP and stabilize him.
Nick is beside him the whole time, and he's shedding a few tears, not really understanding everything that's going on, but understanding that he nearly died just then. He roots around in his bag and pulls out a health potion and tries to pour it into his mouth.
Okay. So, Malakar. So Malakar is going to heal for the health potion amount.
Tell me how much I heal, Nick.
Okay, I'll roll it then. One sec, my D&D Beyond is not cooperating. Way to ruin the moment. It was 2d4, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
2d4 plus
Okay.
2, I believe.
Okay, so you heal 9.
Thank you.
So he pours the potion into his mouth, and through choked words, "Why did you do that? Do we mean nothing to you?"
What? It.
Try to be serious there. Alright, never mind.
That was just my smoker's cough. Like,
Did you have to do that into the mic?
Yeah.
no,
If you're
I
gonna
thought I would integrate my smoker's cough into the roleplay, you know?
All right, he's alive. You do anything like that again, I swear.
I'm crawling on the floor. I cannot get up. This is not... I am exhausted. I am terrible. But I have HP. Thank
How
you.
much is this gonna cost?
I was... Thank you. Thank you.
Don't do that again!
Yeah, the next time you want to put on demon
walks off.
shackles, do us a favor and just slit your throat instead. And Delgar's gonna walk away too.
It was not demon shackles. It was infernal. I learned about the infernal. I studied the infernal, and I was not prepared for this.
Clearly, you didn't study them enough.
As everything seems to be clearing up, a lot of people begin to walk away. Some people, sweeping up the broken remains of the shackles.
This
Actually,
service, how much is it gonna cost?
With the holy water, it'll be about 300 gold pieces.
It comes out of Malakar's cut.
I know,
I think,
but I have not that much gold.
You have.
We just got a
350, and you only gain 50 of it from what we just got.
Yeah.
So I get how much gold?
You gain 50.
50.
Everybody else gets 350.
50.
So
50.
add 50 to your inventory.
Yeah. But the 300 goes to them, which was a part of your cut. Now you have 50 from the cut. That's all.
So
How much do I get?
350.
150.
Everyone
100.
but Malakar gets 350 gold.
Woohoo!
Malakar gets 50.
Screw you, Malakar.
So okay, 50 gold. Right. So 5
Yeah.
platinum, right?
What?
Five platinum.
Gold.
Platinum is 1,000.
It's just
Oh.
gold.
No, platinum is 10 gold.
You don't get platinum. We're just using gold.
We're just
Yeah,
using
we're
gold.
just gonna use
Okay,
gold.
okay. I'm just gonna add 50 gold.
Wait. It is 10 gold. I lied.
Nick runs up to the person sweeping up the broken pieces of the gauntlets, and he said,
Could we get that, please? We've got to turn that into the right people.
I don't see why you would want it. It seems to be already
I
destroyed.
don't want it. Somebody else does. That's all.
I don't know who would want this, but sure. Do you have a bag?
Nick roots around in his larger bag and produces a smaller bag that they could just dump it into.
And they just dump the remaining ashes of this item into your bag.
Perfect. And he pockets that away. Is it as heavy as they were, or is it just like...
It's about a third of the weight.
Okay, yeah, that's not too bad.
So 20 pounds in total.
Alright. Well, nothing he's not used to. Alright, so, we head out? Question mark?
Yeah. Yeah,
Alright.
we're
Back
done here.
to the
Now that we've fixed Malakar, we're done.
we head back to the
Delgar.
barracks, turn in the broken gauntlet or broken shackles.
So you're going
Delgar,
back to Lady Songbird's.
could you, please? And I'm like, trying to
Are you,
open
like-
my arm and like, I'm on exhaustion level 4.
Are you
Delgar.
reaching towards him because you're not able to walk currently?
I can barely walk. Yeah, I'm like, Delgar, please,
What?
can you give me? And I'm like trying to put my hand around him so he like supports my weight.
I'll tell you what. I'll help you there. After you apologize.
Nick turns his head to listen in.
I am very sorry for my curiosity.
Damn right you are. Come, go ahead, lean on me.
Thank you. To lean on Delgar and just follow wherever he fucking goes.
Yeah, we're going back to the people to give them the fucking ashes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
We go there.
Yeah, you go back to the estate. You knock on the door. The butler lets you in, takes you back into the room, and says, Well, it seems as though your trip was a success. I did hear some commotion out in the, outside.
Yeah.
It's at that Nick pulls a smaller bag from the larger bag and struggles to dump it onto the... Well, not dumps the ashes onto the floor. That would be real fucking asshole move of him to do. He just kind of plops it onto the ground and it almost like pulls Nick with it. But he drops it on the floor and
This is what's left of it.
and he kind of like rubs one of his eyes to kind of get rid of the residual tears, you could say.
So, this is the remains of the shackles.
They
Yes, Mom.
broke upon the removal of the curse.
Well, excellent. That saves us from having to break them ourselves.
Great, we saved you some work.
Can I roll insight on that?
Sure.
Yeah, I have proficiency. I would like to give him advantage with the help action.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it. Okay, so I'll roll again, I guess.
And you're trying to do insight
Woo!
on which part specifically?
Destroy it themselves.
Yeah, it seems as though she's genuine in trying to destroy these items.
Perfect. We need not worry.
And I heard there was one among you that wished to speak about policy with me.
Right, that would be me again.
Yes.
He steps forward, stepping around the bag of the ashes.
So, I've noticed a bit of a disparity in the city. You've got a lot of people, demi-humans to clarify, that are stuck in lower parts of the city. We're not given a lot of opportunities down there. I'm not really sure how to go about changing this for the better, but we don't really get a lot of food or support upon coming here to Stonecall. There are better parts of the city. I'll stand by that. But we're kind of dealt a short hand here. If there's anything you could do to ease that.
And he kind of looks up expectantly.
And she looks at you thoughtfully and she thinks for a moment. It is unfortunate that you have experienced this, and I'm not going to pretend like I know exactly what it's like, but what I am able to do at present is somewhat limited, but I do have a say within the King's Court. I am able to speak with certain people that can try to make certain adjustments, but
that's much kinder words than most. Please, if you could do anything, please try and help them.
Yeah, I understand that the bigotry and racism of Stonecall is one of its defining characteristics, which is something I'm ashamed to admit to, and, but please know that not everyone within Stonecall is like that. Particularly not the king or certain members of the royal
It's hard
family.
to tell sometimes.
And yeah, like I said, I can't pretend to know.
I wouldn't expect you to know, but thank you. We don't have to waffle on about it, but that's all.
He steps back and puts his bag back on his back.
I would like to present an offer to you, should you be willing to accept it, and I don't need an answer right away. But if you do want more work, and if you would like to be a catalyst for change, particularly in Stonecall, there are evil people within the city that that me and others are trying to fight. We wish to preserve the power of the crown, and with certain events going on.
What evil people? My people have tried to fight the evil people around here for decades, and nobody supported us. Nobody gave anything about us. What do you mean when you say you're good people?
We are trying to protect the people from what is about to come, or what is about to happen. There are those that seek to wrest power for their own sole benefit, but knowing that an evil ruler might will cause more mayhem, it's not something that we wish to see. Now, you might not trust me implicitly or explicitly, but if you seek the change that we are,
you should finally lay the fortune of this land into a true goddess. Maybe that would bring you finally peace and redemption. Don't you think?
Malakar, enough.
Yeah, you wore cursed shackles today. You don't get to say anything else.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pass out in Delgar's arms.
Delgar drops you to the floor.
Enough out of him for today. Enough.
Yeah.
Please continue.
Now, if you're not aware, I know that you've been working with the Sarian on some level. I have my own connections within the Order of the Scribes. But there's a war that's impending. And we need to have a united front. If we don't, I fear we will lose everything here. And that nothing will matter.
You're speaking pretty broad terms. Could you explain a little more, please?
I would be happy to share more information at a future time, but I understand that you had an artifact that needs to go back to some certain orcs.
Yes, speaking of which, if you are looking for allies in this coming crisis that you are so afraid of, perhaps those orcs could be someone persuaded to aid you.
Perhaps.
We can get you into the conversation. If you want to send perhaps a liaison with us.
I can certainly do that. I can send someone with you.
But beyond that, actually making them your allies will be a challenge. And for the right price, perhaps we can help.
Yes, of course. And what I will say is that there is a certain object. If you wish to continue working with us, we would appreciate it. But there is a object that we would like to get our hands on. That is might prove to be strategically beneficial.
Do tell. What is this object?
There is a cavern that appears once every century. Within it, there is a rumored stone that
Hey,
might
I think
grant-
Wernus was talking about that.
I don't know if this man Warnest.
We ran into him in the merchant's quarter. He was looking for an item for his girlfriend. Talked about
I
Yes.
assure you this is no object meant for such vain uses.
that. Doesn't surprise me.
The item in question, if you can, you will know it when you see it. But what we have found written within our text is it is called the Heartstone. And there are a great number of magical boons that are involved with it. If you can acquire it for us, it would be greatly beneficial for our cause.
When would this tavern uncover again? When would this be happening?
I suppose from what I've read, it's within the next 4 or 5 days.
Boy.
That doesn't give
How
us
many
a lot
more-
of time.
How many more days do we have to bring the spear back?
So far, 5 days have elapsed, so you have 2 days to get there.
Ooh,
Which
okay.
means we have to leave right now.
Yeah, we would need to leave for the orcs right now, and then as soon as that's up, we would need to go get the stone.
And that's why I sent my raven ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Hard
Okay.
thinking.
I need to get supplies before we head out. What are we thinking on this?
He's looking around at the rest of the people present.
I have a question, Raven. Warden, actually. Since... How do you get rid of exhaustion? Is it
Long rest.
or yes,
Yeah, you
but
have to
do you
sleep.
get rid of one of a time or all of them?
Yep, 1 point
Okay.
per long
So I need 4 big maps.
Yeah, well, that's your own
Hard,
fucking
man.
fault.
Don't put on obviously cursed objects. Oh my god.
I'm just letting you know that I
You
need
were
4 rest
close to dying from exhaustion.
until I can fully support you. That's
So
just
what I'm
I'm
hearing
doing.
is we're leaving you here in town to go deliver this.
That might be
Hey, you're just
the
gonna have to
best
babysit
idea.
Mr. Schizophrenia, okay?
We could leave him with Thomas, right? And then
Yeah,
we
yeah,
could
that's what I'm
meet up
saying.
at the one at the wherever the hell the cavern opens up.
To be fair, exhaustion was nerfed like crazy. It's by far not as terrible as it used to be in this edition.
Absolutely. I mean, you could just function with one level. That's what I've been doing with Nick sometimes. That I just have him not sleep sometimes, and he gains a level of exhaustion. So
Yeah.
Okay, as far as doing this task for you, how much will we be paid, and what's the location?
It is located to the south, on the westernmost end of the ancient forest.
How long will it take to get there from here?
It would take maybe a day. Not even that.
We
From
could
what I know,
climb.
the cavern only opens at night.
Okay. I'm gonna have to figure this out time-wise. Maybe I can waste a little more time with the orcs. Or have them come halfway to us. By the way, I want to briefly tune into Phelan's senses. Where is she? How close to the orcs is she?
She is approaching the orcs' village or tribe.
Nice.
I'm not gonna argue with any plans of you. Way too tired for that. That's you now.
you are passed out now, right?
Basically.
Right.
Maybe if you directly would ask me a question, I would maybe be able to answer it, but participating in a conversation, not really.
Gotcha.
Okay. So perhaps we'll help you with this. How much are we being paid for this?
For this particular task, I would be offering you a total of 900 gold plus whatever items and objects you find within the cave.
We're free to take whatever.
I don't imagine that this particular cave would have anything of infernal origin. No.
Very well. If it's all
Inferno.
If it's all fair game, I mean, shit. That sounds perfect.
well, I would say why not. As long as we have the time. But let's get going.
Well, safe travels. And thank you for completing this task. Should you need any additional information, a map perhaps, just go ahead and speak with Captain Lyson Drath, and he will provide it.
That would likely be very beneficial. Nick, would you like to speak to him while I go requisition us some horses?
That sounds good.
I'm assuming you guys are leaving the estate?
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, Delgar, do you carry me?
Only if you ask nicely.
Can't ask nicely. I'm fucking done. Wasted. No.
He's
Please.
nearly dead, right?
I didn't hear a please.
Please, Delgar.
Where helps?
Okay, Nick tries his absolute best to also carry him. And while they're
Delgar
leaving
helps.
the estate... Okay, yeah.
I'm super lightweight.
Yeah. Mhm.
Super lightweight, don't you worry.
Except for that armor you're wearing.
Yeah.
Delgar's
I
tough.
have a strength of 8.
Oh, sick. So, while he's helping Delgar carry him, helping in quotation marks, he turns his attention towards Delgar.
Oh, Mr. Delgar, if you don't mind me asking something,
Yeah, what is it?
if I'm not mistaken, I thought you were still here, for a pendant, no?
Heard about an amulet. Yeah. Haven't seen anything, but that's what originally